Hundreds gathered in Chicago a day after police released video from the March 29th killing of 13-year-old Adam Toledo by a police officer. In the aftermath, the police had said that the boy had died in an armed confrontation, yet the video shows Toledo complying with an instruction to put his hands up. He's then shot dead. An investigation is underway.
Get an ambulance up here now.
The video of Adam Toledo's death was released as the trial of police officer Derek Chauvin wraps up in Minneapolis, and as protests continue here in Brooklyn Center following the killing of Dante Wright.
That ain't right! That ain't right!
The protesters here have long argued that the disproportionate killing of people of color by the police is a systemic issue and not the result of a few bad apples. And the mother of Dante Wright again despaired of a system that may finally be putting police officers on trial, but that remained fundamentally broken.
Justice, yes, justice is definitely what we want, but I'm never going to get justice. Justice would be bringing my son home to me. Justice would have been my son driving to the car wash and coming home after that. I'm not going to get that. But second-degree manslaughter is not okay. I'm not okay with that. That's not right. She murdered my son. My son is never going to come home. She gets to sit on a police pension right now while my son is going to be buried in a few days, and that's not okay.
But the protests in Brooklyn Center aren't just about police killings now. They're also about the police response to protests about police killings. On Friday, many of the protesters wore bathrobes in solidarity with Samira Hassan. She lives opposite the police station where night after night, tear gas and smoke grenades have been fired with abandon. On Wednesday, she left her apartment in her bathrobe to look for her brother. She was tackled to the ground.
Y'all see this, right? Y'all see this?
She was then jailed for presence at an unlawful assembly. All week, the irony has not been lost on those here that the response to these demonstrations against unnecessary violence and the over-policing of black communities has been unnecessary violence and over-policing. Shihab, Rattansi, Al Jazeera, Brooklyn Center.